The Club Moala Murray Football League comes to its epic conclusion this weekend as the Rumballara Football Netball Club go into battle against the Finley Football Netball Club in the Murray Football League Senior Grand Final. I'm Nathaniel Deadman, previewing what is going to be an absolutely massive weekend, and giving me a hand and hey, adding some credibility to the show is Georgiana Cahill from the Shepparton News. Thank you once again for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and as you said, glorious weather today. It's going to be a cracking day for finals on the weekend.
Now, your tipping reign came to an end on the weekend. I've flown back in from Brisbane, jumped straight on the Twitter and on the Murray Football League Twitter sphere, and I've seen that not only did Finley beat your hot tip in Echuca United, but they absolutely destroyed them. 91 points. Finley had 11 different goal kickers, and a 50-4 final term really just put it out of grasp for Echuca United. Did you really expect it to be that big?
Look, I really didn't. As you know, I tipped Echuca United, and what a huge second half from the Finley boys. That's quite incredible to pile on 14 goals in a half of football and keep your opposition to one. So all credit to them, and that is fantastic momentum for them coming into this week's match.
Reports have been that Finley have perhaps not had a full complement of players for the last few weeks, and this week, the weekend just gone, they did, and really have shown their quality, and Rumballara are going to have a massive test this weekend. But would I be fair in saying that perhaps this result for Echuca United wouldn't be a value on their season? It wouldn't solidify what they've done. It was really just a poor performance one week, because their season to date had been pretty good, and they were in some good form.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, the reigning premiers. I think they've had a pretty good season, to be honest. And to lose in such a blowout like that just is a bad note to really end on for those boys. But by no means, was it a bad season for them?
And they're a powerhouse of a club within the competition, so no doubt next season will be even bigger and better, and they'll be striving to make it 1 week further. Now, this weekend, as we've mentioned, Rumballara, who finished top, go in and play Finley, who finished second, 2:30 at the Moama Recreation Reserve, and apparently that ground is in almost as good a condition as Deakin Reserve is that we're standing on at the moment. Both sides obviously have had results during the regular season. Rumballara taking the last game these two played. But grand finals, they're a different ball game, aren't they?
Yeah, look, they absolutely are. And I think this one's going to be a really close clash. Obviously, both sides have got some really talented players. I'm going to look closely at the big ruck contest that we've got going on. Tim Robinson for Finley can push forward, can be very dangerous, and also Leon Johnson for Rumba. They're both really classy players. I think that's going to be a ripper.
So the ruck contest, one to look out for. Turning our attention away from perhaps that one-on-one matchup, who do you think the key player is going to be for Rumballara?
Oh, look, I don't think you can really name one key player for Rumba. They have such a talented list. Obviously, Cupido, Lovett Murray, Brad Dick, Rex Taylor. You can't pinpoint one. They're classy throughout, and I think it is a cliche, but it's just going to be about getting everyone to play their role on the weekend.
Agree. Rumballara obviously have the AFL star power. For me, the key player's got to be Cupido. His head needs to be in the right place, as it has for a lot of the season. He's got to really stand up and be the leader. He's signed on for 2 more years, which is a great direction for this football club. And if he's really going to assert himself as one of the premier players in the competition in so many aspects other than his on-field performances, then his head in the right spot has got to be his number one priority, which I know he can do. And if he does that, man, Rumballara, they are just going to be a tough unit to beat. But turning our attention to Finley, the key players for those guys, who do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, look, Jess Koopman obviously, up and about last week, but had 6 goals. Rumba really going to need to shut him down because he can be super dangerous and really, really pile on that scoreboard pressure.
11 different goal kickers for Finley last weekend, so just because they may not have a Cupido sitting in the forward line does not mean they're shy to punish the opposition on the scoreboard as well. Personally, I think it's going to have to be a really whole team effort. I don't think we can pinpoint one. Rumballara have got the AFL, ex-AFL star power and the names that we all know and we loved watching on TV. I know I certainly did. But I think Finley, as we saw from last weekend, so many different goal kickers, so many different contributors, a whole team effort has really got to be at the forefront if these guys are going to take the win. Now turning, you've got your chance to get back in the winner's circle with the tips. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be the premier of the Murray Football League for the year of 2014?
Look, I think about 5 weeks ago we were standing here and I said I think Rumba's going to win the flag. I've got to stand my ground, go by that. I reckon it's going to be a close one though, about 5 points for me.
I think it's going to be a close one as well. just to make it different, I'm going to be going with Finley. They got me over the line last weekend, so thanks, boys. And I think that with their full complement of players and the fact that they are coming off no bigger high than would certainly be possible, beating a Chick United by 91, I think that confidence is really going to buoy them. And I think they're going to take it. But once again, I'm with you on the close aspect of the game. It's going to be a big weekend. Not only is there the senior grand final, but there's so many other games on at Moama. So once again, we do stress, if you haven't got anything on, or if you do, just cancel those plans and head along. It's going to be a fantastic weekend of Murray Football League action. Georgina, thank you very much for your time, not only today but throughout the season. It's been a pleasure having you here and having your expertise.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me. Always enjoy it, and looking forward to a cracking game on the weekend.
Absolutely agree. It's been Nathaniel Deadman for the final Club Moala Murray Football League show. Good luck to your teams this weekend.